What's up, my know-it-alls? It's time for another retro review. I don't know what you call that, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a retro review.
So come to find out, Mrs. Know-it-all had not seen season 1 of the 2005 reboot of Doctor Who. And as you guys have been following along, we've been reviewing the episodes. So the next episode for this week is the episode Aliens of London. It's the first of a 2-part episode series, and we're going to get right into it and get that review. Here we go. Intending to return Rose to Earth 12 hours after original departure, the Ninth Doctor miscalculates, arriving 12 months after they left. The episode is set in London 1 year after the 2005 episode Rose. In the episode, the alien crime family, the Slitheen, fake a spaceship crash landing in the River Thames, putting the Earth on high alert. The Slitheen used the crashed spaceship to lure experts of extraterrestrial life, including the ultimate expert, the alien time traveler, the Ninth Doctor, into a trap inside 10 Downing Street. Hey, so that I love this. This episode's about as campy as they get, and by that I mean these 2 parts were super like old Doctor Who. What is your initial first thoughts?
My first thought was like, oh, we're gonna get like fun alien fighting and stuff like that, which is what I'm used to. So
sure.
That was my first impression. Like, woo!
No,
we're actually
totally.
gonna get like a cute little mystery going.
I like the fact that the Doctor's miscalculation is so that's something that used to happen in the old series a lot.
Really?
Is he would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you back at this time, whatever, and it would be there a week later, a day later, a month later. I don't know that it was ever a full year later, but it's definitely, this is one of the biggest times that it's been an issue. And sure enough, man, they were quick to put man missing and then Mickey, like they're blaming
him like he's murdered her. Murdered.
Like,
I mean, seriously, she goes missing for a year. They're gonna look at the boyfriend.
Yeah, no, don't forget that, guys. Anyway, but yeah, man, it was one of those things where I was really impressed that they leaned into the rubber outfits as hard as they did.
As hard as they did, because like they were.
Oh, it's terrible. No, you can be honest.
They were horrible.
Yeah. No, they were not. These were not great.
They reminded me of oh my gosh, the Mucinex guy.
I
couldn't think of the virus from Mucinex. That's what they reminded me of.
Yeah. So there were a couple of the CGI definitely. Again, I do my best not to try to judge or rate these based on how things are today, and I try to take them as they were back then. I remember watching this, and I was like, okay, but I remember seeing I remember seeing a lot of the old aliens from back in the day who and like Tom Baker's run as the 4th Doctor and whatnot. They were super like paper mache, rubber suit.
Oh, yeah.
And so this one...
But still a good episode.
No, it is. There's
right?
a good story. And that's the story and the acting, and the fact is everyone leaned into it. So from the moment they start unzipping the invisible zipper on their foreheads...
That's one thing. I forgot we should count it and come back. But if I could count every time they did this, like we understood like the first reveal, but like every time...
And I remember thinking to myself, especially in some of there were scenes where they were supposed to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Are we gonna have to? I'm afraid that you're not going anywhere." And then they proceed to take like 5 minutes to unpack themselves. Bro, the minute they started doing something goofy and lights,
gone,
run. I'd have run. But the idea that the family Slitheen is trying to essentially get alien people, they want to take over the Earth in order to sell it to people who want to whatever, and all stupid reasons, alien reasons, whatever
reasons.
Yeah, totally.
Alien.
And but I love the fact like when the Doctor goes and we get our very first look at Unit. when the doctor shows up at where the medical stuff's being, where the alien is being examined or taken care of, and they're like, "What's going on?" And he immediately is like, he knows their protocols. He knows. He's like, "Follow me, formation, whatever," and they're running down the halls and they're following him. Everybody at UNIT would know what the TARDIS is,
right?
Because UNIT was built around him. So they would know what the TARDIS is. They would know who the Doctor is once you identify it. But and so I'm not surprised that they're following his instructions pretty quickly. And then you get to they don't.
And that was nice that you pointed that out to me too, because I'm like, who? What?
UNIT goes back, man. UNIT's been around for a while. I hope they do more with UNIT in the future. Now that if people are like, well, Russell T Davies is coming back in order to usher in a new era of Doctor Who stuff, and I believe that. But I'm like, dude, get UNIT involved somehow. UNIT's amazing, and I think that's a huge opportunity that was super missed in terms of what they keep making UNIT kind of bungly. And I'm like, they used to be the elite. Like when the Doctor was with them back in the day when he was the second Doctor second and then third a little bit, and then Tom Baker. They were worse. There were some Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart and the whole bit. Anyway, it's neat to see them, and then you see the actress who later on plays Toshiko in Torchwood. She makes it's not that character. I think canonically I don't know if she has a name or she's just like scientist or doctor or nurse, medical someone, but she is. She's in this. It's the Asian doctor who investigates and looks at the thing, which they end up finding out is this pig. There's like someone is. It's so fun, and the doctor's great. He's so sympathetic because he's like, it was terrified, this and that. Oh yeah, he gets angry at them for shooting it and whatnot. But yeah, you can see that one actress, and I think later on they have retconned that was Toshiko's first experience with aliens, and then later on Jack recruited her. But at this point, I don't even know if they said her. Maybe they did say a name for her, Doctor someone. Anyway, I don't remember right now. Sorry, I just was so fast. I remember being so like, yeah, this is where first time I saw this actress, and she's amazing. What were some things that stuck out for you from the episode in general that you really were like, okay?
I guess I was just one of the, and this is going to sound so like momish, is her mom was so angry that like she was alive. I don't know. Oh my gosh,
yeah, no, totally. Well, and because I guess she was like,
and then she got on the phone and it's like, no, she's alive. She's been out exploring. Like it was, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I would do that. Mickey kind of gets on my nerves, so.
So much so that none of us just like
I'm kind of done.
Yeah, Mickey, Ricky, Nicky, whatever he wants to call him this episode. He's not okay. He does get better, I promise. He's still in that awkward, they don't know fully what to do with him phase, and it isn't until I think like 2 episodes later, 2 episodes from now, that he's going to actually start becoming someone that they can depend on and whatnot.
So that was like the goofy stuff that I mentioned, but we get to meet Harriet.
That's right.
We met Harriet Jones
and Slidell North.
Harriet Jones.
She's so cool.
I don't have anything here to be like Harriet Jones.
No, totally. I loved that. It was quirky. It was interesting. I liked her. And it's funny because the first time I saw this, I was like, who is this character and why is she here?
Oh, the fun thing for me was that I knew who she was the minute she showed up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, because you have seen later episodes. That's great. No, and I like her. I like her whole storyline in terms of like where she eventually goes. And like all the way to where she eventually goes. And those of you who are familiar with Doctor Who, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I like her a lot. Downing Street, first time. To see. So for those of you playing at home who are not super familiar with everything, those of you who are not Anglophiles, in the UK, their capital is literally just a townhouse. I mean, I think they own like the whole street now, but the point is, it's like it was originally started out as like that's where it was at, and that's where it stays, 12 Downing Street.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Their White House, if you will, you know, and it's very neat. And seeing all the different characters come in and go, and then you see the one guy who is the like assistant to whoever. He's the one that keeps telling Harriet, we have a whole thing going on. I'm sorry, this and that. And then eventually the doctor shows up, because Rose and him finally realize, look, I need to help him figure this thing out. And so they go and they because they got called.
Imagine.
It's awesome. And you see them walk in, and he's able to just skirt right in, and he immediately does what he does and starts to kind of figure out what's happening. And eventually he's like, what's the one thing that would happen if and if this kind of thing happens, and he goes, us.
Yeah.
You get us in one room.
Yep.
And
that what I thought was, and he realizes that they're all in danger now.
Yeah.
They're just like, yep, we're in danger. They put all of the important people in one room. Why would they do that? But okay.
No, it's good. It's good stuff. I like sort of where this whole episode is taking.
I liked it. It was, like I said, it reminded me of the times that when I was, introduced to Doctor Who, all the fun different aliens that we're gonna eventually meet.
So, and with that's where he begins. The one of the Slitheen guys begins to electrocute everybody in the room. And that's where this episode ends. So there you go. Now you know. And if knowing is half the battle, you are halfway to being a know-it-all yourself. What is your rating for this episode? It's part 1 of 2, so let's...
I'm going to do 7.5.
Okay.
7.5.
Right on.
I was excited because it's like, oh, aliens again.
No,
I know
totally.
I keep saying that, but it's just like, it was just,
So it's so funny, you're right, because you get so many times from Doctor Who... a lot of people have said that, like, hey, I know that they bring it to Earth, and there's a in-universe reason, or out-of-universe reason in real life, rather, is that it's more cost-effective. You do it here on Earth, you don't have to build sets and stuff, and aliens and costumes and things. But at the same time, when they do have aliens, I like it. I like it a lot. It really gets to the... There's later on an episode with Matt Smith where him and Clara go to like this giant market where it's nothing but aliens, and I love those moments. Again, seeing the Doctor be in quote-unquote an alien environment and very comfortable, just as comfortable as he's here on Earth, is always fun. So yeah, man, my rating is I think I'm gonna go the same, 7.5.
Okay.
I liked it. Again, judging it based on where it was at the time, not based on other episodes that have come or my feelings about CGI and whatever else. Everybody commits, and that's the one thing British people have always done for Doctor Who, is they all commit.
Yeah.
Corny, campy, paper mache monsters, whatever. They're committed.
Plastic garbage cans.
Right, but they're totally. But their commitment comes across in their performances, and I'm down. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So yeah, comment below. Let me know what you thought of the episode Aliens of London, and we look forward to talking again about the next episode next week, which is going to be World War III. It's the continuation of this episode, so look forward to talking to you then. Never forget,
everyone loves a know-it-all.
See you then.
Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Tune in every Sunday for more series reviews with Mr. and Mrs. Know-It-All right here on YouTube.